Okay, let's do a quick bike check on this Merida aluminum mountain bike. It's a late 80s frame, I think 1989, that I basically bought for 20 euros with some components at the local scrapyard. They basically were gonna throw this one away, but I saw that it has a XT headset, so I thought, okay, that has to be a little bit higher level spec, and I think it's a super cool frame, especially on the head tube where we see this kind of fin, I guess to reinforce, but it gives a nice design feature. Also with the color, it's, of course, it's chipping off, it's pretty beat up, but that's the kind of style that I like anyways. So it was just a frame set with some components, so I built it up the normal way, trying to find stuff in my parts bin. So I got some XT M750 hubs with some actually decent rims. I removed all of the stickers to make it more clean. Running Maxxis DTH on this one. Also got some V-brakes on it in the front. That's the M739, I think, XT level, with some STX RC levers, which I have to say I like them. I like the style of them. I don't like the normal STX, but the STX RC I really like. Then in combination with Uri grips and an 8-speed XT shifter. The bars are really low moto bars. I think they're about 80mm rise, maybe even less, maybe 40. It's very low for a moto bar, but they're chromed, so I like that. Put them on a Ritchie stem now because I had to downgrade. This will be my office bike, so I have to make sure I'm not running any super expensive components. Ritchie stem is still pretty nice, maybe a bit long with the adapter, but it works for me now. Have to put in some Stridsland shims for that to work, and it's working, it's holding. Saddle is a Bontrager, also pretty beat up, on one of these Trans X suspension. Seat post, the only reason I took this one was it was the only one in my parts bin that had the right diameter. I put in just a seat bolt without, what do you call it, so you can open it yourself, a quick release, mainly to make it a little bit more difficult to steal the seat post if it's standing in some public garage. I made this maximum hardness on the spring, so it's not a pogo stick, it's barely moving, just if I hit some really hard bumps. It got the XT shark fin, which is pretty cool. I paired it up with an, I think that's an M79 also. Rear derailleur. That's the XT hubs. And I even think I found one of my favorite XT cassettes, also 8-speed, to run with this. The pedals are some cheap BMX pedals with XT cranks. I didn't have a front derailleur to pair with it, so in the end I just decided to keep the chain rings one time. Maybe it will show up at some point where I just keep it like that. I bought an XT U-brake because I didn't have one, so that was around 20-25 euro. I think that's the only thing I had to invest in to build up this little beast. So that's gonna serve it pretty well as a lunch bike or just beating around the office when I need to go somewhere. It's a cool build. Interesting also with this frame is aluminium, but fork is steel, and I think the whole rear triangle is steel. So they had kind of like a bonding technology to get the aluminum tubes with the steel tubes via these kind of lugs here. So there's a bond going right there. Anyways, pretty cool bike, rides really nicely, and just cool to drive around or ride around city with it.
You on a pedestal.